seeking to break a hoodoo which has now lasted 16 matches. They haven't won against Hearts for that number of games. Indeed, they haven't won here at Tynecastle since 1979. But a big support from the Hibs, and they certainly will be looking for continued improvement in the team performance, with various new players in the side and new management, of course, at the top, at board level. But Hearts, after that resounding victory last Saturday against Dundee United, full of confidence. There's Sandy Jordan with the clearance. And Graham Mitchell nodding it back. Alan Ruff having to look lively to get across in front of John Robertson. So Tynecastle packed and conditions absolutely ideal, both underfoot and overhead. So the Hearts line up on very familiar lines. They have no Kenny Black, though, because he's just coming back from injury. He's found a place in the subs bench. And a new partner in centre defence for Sandy Jordan is the former Rangers centre-back, Dave McPherson, a £325,000 signing in the close season. There's Brian Whittaker with the throw. And the whistle goes for Hearts. Looks like a free kick about the halfway line. Brian Whittaker will take it. So Hibs still looking for a settled formation. And of course, with their most recent acquisition finding himself wearing a number 8 jersey, they have to settle down again and achieve a pattern of play as Gary Mackay sends the long-range effort over Alan Ruff's bar. And let's look at Alan Ruff, the calmest man on the field. That was a good opening from Hearts, and Gary Mackay had but one thought in mind. He took that pass just outside the box, and that's a fine left foot effort. So Neil Orr, the £100,000 signing from West Ham, who scored on his debut in midweek against Queen of the South. Foul by McPherson. The challenge for the high ball was Steve Cowan using his elbow to get some extra height. And the free kick to Hibs. Neil Orr playing right in the centre of midfield in the opening stages of the match. That's for Cowan. Paul Kane at long range. And the corner kick's been given. McPherson cleared it out. Kane was very quick as he put pressure on McPherson. Tommy McIntyre, number 3 in the box. Gordon Chisholm is also there. Steve Cowan presents a threat also as Collins sends the corner over. It's McIntyre, it's off the line by Jordan. Slack play in defence by Hearts. That could so easily have been the opening goal. Corner kick coming over. McIntyre allowed to reach the ball. No real strength in that shot. It's cleared off the line by Jordan. So McIntyre at the other end involved in a nasty tackle on Cahoon, so there'll be some action here taken by referee Hope. Former Aberdeen defender called to referee Kenny Hope. So the referee content with a lecture. He pulled down Cahoon when he was out of range with the tackle. Jordan with the free kick. Run by McIntyre, and the save by Ruff from McPherson. I doubt if McPherson could believe that. The free kick came in from Jordan. It was played a cross goal for McPherson with that powerful header, and there's Alan Ruff for his international best. The corner once again to Hearts. Touched on by Dougie Bell for another corner kick. McPherson is a major threat inside the box, being marked all the time by Gordon Chisholm, the Hibs number 5. This time it's Gary Mackay. Offering some variety with a short ball to Cahoon. Kane's header, Mickey Weir challenging. Good goal by Kidd. Oh, not some trouble. Here's John Cahoon, a chance now for Hearts. There's Robertson. 6 minutes gone. John Robertson sends the Hearts fans into that state of delight. And what a disaster for Alan Rough. As the ball was cleared from that Hearts attack, it came out to Walter Kidd. He flighted the ball back in. Cahoon was chasing, but Rough appeared to have things under control. Was caught in two minds as he left his penalty box, lost his footing. The ball was played back into the path of John Robertson. How about that for a deadly finish? Alan Rough shaking his head in distress. The singing here now coming from the Hearts fans. They couldn't have dreamt of a better start to the match. John Robertson collecting his 7th goal of the season. 3 of them so far from the penalty spot, right enough, but still good striking. So Whittaker again will take the throw for Hearts. No question at all that Hearts have taken the game by the scruff of the neck from the opening whistle. He's getting precious few chances to come forward. Here's Cahoon. After a challenge by Orr, the referee allowed the advantage because Ian Jordan had possession. Cahoon is still on the ground. That's for Sandy Clark. Eased off the ball by Hunter, and the referee saw nothing amiss. But now there will be a hold-up, and referee Kenny Hope, I'm certain, will take action against Neil Orr while John Cahoon has treatment. Well, that was very sensible refereeing by Kenny Hope. He allowed the Hearts to continue the attacking move because they still had possession. And as soon as the ball was out of play, called over Neil Orr, and the former Morton player getting his first yellow card after his return to Scottish football. No sign of Alec Miller. He's up in the director's box at the moment. Mitchell. Now Orr. McIntyre. Carson using his physique to lean on Chisholm to win possession. Cahoon. Interception was by Graham Mitchell. Now Bell. We've seen very little of Dougie Bell so far in the match. Mickey Weir hugging the right touchline for the moment. Great play by Weir. Well, he certainly left Brian Whittaker for dead, making for the byline. Cross in the end, certainly not the quality which he wanted. Neil Orr clearly the linchpin in the Hearts, in the Hibs setup, rather right in the middle of the field beside Dougie Bell. Mickey Weir playing either on the right touchline or just behind the front two of Cowan and Kane. Collins entrusted with the task of providing the balance on the left. Here's Bell. Now Orr. Chase for Kane with Jordan. Good defending again by Sandy Jordan. Judging the bounce of the ball well for the headed pass back. Headed by Chisholm, it's returned by Jordan. Here's Cahoon. Already felt the brunt of a few hefty tackles in the match. Headed out by Chisholm. And Mackay, supported by Walter Kidd. That's towards Sandy Clark. Good defending again by Chisholm. Now Berry. Setting it up for Jordan. Brilliantly saved by Ruff. Well, Ian Jordan's got one of the most powerful shots in Scottish football, and here's an example, taking that short pass, right foot, sizzling toward the top corner, and that's top-class goalkeeping by Ruff. Scarcely room to breathe in the Hearts box at the moment. Collins trying to keep the ball in play. 19-year-old taking on the Hearts captain. Orr sends it back. Here's Graham Mitchell. There's no offside. Steve Cowan has possession for Hibs. Mickey Weir, the smallest player in the field, falls over, and the shot from Collins is well beaten down by Smith. Cleanly struck by Collins. High looping cross from Steve Cowan. It was Mickey Weir underneath it. He lost his footing. The ball broke there for Collins, and that was crisply struck and well saved by Smith. So the half-time whistle blown by referee Kenny Hope. An excellent first half, particularly from the Hearts' point of view. There's the goal scorer. But it was a goal in the 6th minute, which may well be remembered as Alan Ruff's volley. Chasing the ball out towards the edge of the box. Caught in two minds, misjudged the whole situation, allowed Cahoon to pull it back, and there was John Robertson to rifle home the only goal of the first half. There goes Alan Ruff, thoroughly dejected, I've no doubt, but he made some excellent saves apart from that in the first half. The score at the moment, it's Hearts 1, Hibs 0. Oh, it's a glorious afternoon being enjoyed thoroughly by the legions of Hearts fans so far, but Hibs, I'm sure, will be very determined to change things in the second half, although John Robertson striding through had to be stopped by a despairing tackle from Graham Mitchell. A bit of slackness immediately from Hibs. As Cahoon turns it back, there's Ian Jardine. And Graham Mitchell didn't hear any call from Alan Ruff if one was offered. There's Collins. Tackled by Kidd. Here's Cahoon, now Ian Jardine. So the second half beginning where most of the first half was played. It's inside the Hibs half. Cahoon trying to swerve one across goal, but that's behind for the first goal kick of the second half. Gordon Hunter. There's Kane. David McPherson has all the time in the world to start up another Hearts attack. Berry back to McPherson. Walter Kidd. The guy changing direction. Switching play back to the Hearts right with Walter Kidd striding forward. Mitchell's Prince finds its way to Kane. And as so often in the match so far, Paul Kane's been left up there with no support at all. Possession inevitably returns to Hearts. Here's Cahoon. Good covering play by Chisholm. As Robertson burst into the box. Former Sunderland centre half. Got across to concede the throw. Berry at the edge of the box. Neat turn from Robertson. And Tommy McIntyre showing very speedy reactions there as Robertson threatened to hit the byline and set up another chance for Hearts. Far post where McPherson waits. There's Cahoon. Up goes Sandy Clark, and Robertson couldn't reach it. A combination again which has been so effective for Hearts. Sandy Clark launching himself at the high ball, getting the header down. Robertson closing in and just about 6 inches away from the ball. McPherson being hustled by Cowan. Big favourite with the Hearts supporters already, Dave McPherson. Mitchell and McIntyre get the ball forward for Hibs. Losing out to Kidd. Mackay back to his captain. Good move by Hearts, and Walter Kidd is just out of reach. A little bit of top spin in the ball, I fancy, as it came forward. And Alan Ruff showed lots of courage going down at the feet of the Hearts defender. But Walter Kidd was involved in that move right from the start, linking up initially with Mackay, then going forward, 1-2 with Robertson, getting the break of the ball to go in and Alan Ruff. Good goalkeeping in the end. Or linking with McIntyre. It's given away though to McPherson. Possession, and a clumsy challenge by Graham Mitchell, charging into the back of John Robertson. Always difficult for a bigger defender to cope with a small forward. Towards McPherson, and he found space. He should have done better with the header. Well, that's what a 6'3" frame can do for you. Beautifully flighted free kick from Sandy Jardine. McPherson got in front of Gordon Chisholm and really should have got that under the crossbar. Alec MacDonald clearly not resting easily on this 1-goal lead on the Hearts bench. Berry's header helped on by Clark. No offside flag this time. A great chance for Hibs for the equaliser. It's Mickey Weir going through. Superb goalkeeping by Henry Smith. Chance right out of the blue, the long clearance catching out the Hearts defence. McCluskey and Weir had things all to themselves. McCluskey left it to Weir, he controlled it. The shot was well saved by Smith. McIntyre trying the first time volley on the drop. A spectacular kind of finish which can bring the house down, but very difficult to execute. There's a close-up of the new Hibs chairman, David Duff, the Swindon-based solicitor, who parted with more than £700,000 to acquire control of the Easter Road Club. Breaks for Collins on the left for Hibs. Collins going forward. There's men up in support. One of them is McCluskey. No real problem there for Henry Smith. John Collins is clearly to be commended for being so single-minded as he came forward. Peter Cormack and Martin Ferguson on the Hibs bench. So the Hearts fans trying to exhort their favourites to a late push to make the scoreline reflect more accurately the play. So another substitution will be made for Hearts. It's John Robertson who's going off to be replaced by Wayne Foster. So the scorer of the only goal in the match so far, John Robertson, goes off. Wayne Foster, and the details checked by linesman Jim Lemon from Hamilton. And Robertson taking plenty of time about his departure. The referee insisting that the throw is taken again because the substitution formalities have not been completed properly. Bell towards Weir. Tackled by Berry. Here's McPherson. Leaving it to Mackay. Alan Ruff coming out, commanding his box. He's given it away, but Cahoon punched the ball from the keeper's hands. Well, looked for one awful moment as though Hibs may be punished. But John Cahoon with a cheeky little bit of handball, taking the ball from Ruff. Headed back by Berry. Under pressure from Kane. Black. Hibs. Time fast running out, and still very few signs that Hibs can do anything about this lead which Hearts have held since the 6th minute of the match. Here's Sandy Clark waiting for Cahoon. Or showing a good turn of pace, but he was guilty of a handoff initially, so it's a free kick to Hearts. Taken shot by Jordan to Mackay. Good effort from Gary Mackay. Certainly not far away. As he came inside, the Hibs defence expected a pass or a cross into the middle. Mackay came onto his left foot and rifled that shot in just wide of Ruff's left-hand post. And Hearts content to keep the ball in the corner flag area. Not an aspect of the game relished by the fans. The 90 minutes by our watch have come and gone. Referee Kenny Hope checking with his linesman. A little bit of time to be added on for stoppages. There's Mackay making for the byline. This could be a last chance for a goal. Straight up again, and their goal is the...
Back to Scotland, you would have thought that some clubs financially exist on another planet. They don't. The Scottish and the provincial